Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. If you could smash that like button, we will go over to the charts and do some Bitcoin analysis. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour, as you can see first. Well, is it another bull flag? Are we going to have another leg up into this range here? I mean, obviously we could do. We have to obviously be aware we're going to have a CME gap when we open those up this evening. And then also the fact that, as we spoke about in yesterday's video, that a back test of this level would be perfectly normal, and even just playing out this range would be perfectly normal for a certain amount of time. So yeah, it's not necessarily definite we will break to the upside. We can just very healthily trade this range. Obviously what we don't want to do is lose 11,000 again and come back into here. Come back below 11,000, because that wouldn't look too good in the context, in the larger context. But that isn't in my opinion, statistically the most likely scenario. I think we'll either just play out this range, back test here, play out this range, maybe have a fake out on a wick basis, a bit below it, grab some liquidity. But realistically, I think things are generally turning up now. And yeah, get back into this. Well, we're in the 11 to 12k range, but yeah, get back into, let's stay in the 11 to 12k range, play this range out for a bit, form a bit of a base, let the sellers all do their selling, and then when they're done, we get a couple more big companies come in and buy millions of Bitcoin, millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and then blasters to 14k. Yeah, so that is yeah, very basically that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Obviously we've got clear defined levels to watch out for. There's still to the below us are basically going to be 11k, and then 10.6, and then 10. But yeah, I mean, things will look particularly bad below 10.6 now, but below 11k, as long as we hold 10.6, still wouldn't be the worst thing. Would definitely fake out a lot of FOMO-ers. But like I said, I don't think that the trend is your friend, and the trend is definitely turning around, even if not fully confirmed, obviously above our recent highs. But yeah, we are $500 away from 12k, and obviously if we blast above 12k, if we get to 12k, I mean, you could pretty much imagine quite a big move up to around the 13-4Ks pretty quickly, as in like over a few days after that. So yeah, things are looking really good. Obviously there's nothing to look at in traditional markets, but we'll go and have a look at Ethereum, see how our friend Ethereum's doing. Obviously Ethereum against Bitcoin is an interesting one for me, because obviously that it does give us a direction on where the alts are going to go. But yeah, topped out on the 4-hour 9 here, playing some sideways to down. And yeah, we're actually gonna have a 4-hour buy 9 soon if we stay down here. So yeah, could that then just keep pumping us upwards in the Satoshi pairing? It could possibly. I think we need basically DeFi to wake back up again, for obviously Ethereum to start really pumping. But it's good to see we have broken this downward sloping trend line. So yeah, hopefully Ethereum can start making progress against Bitcoin. But yeah, also Ethereum USD, as you can see, it's broken its trend line. Looking good here, looking solid above that M360 we're talking about. So yeah, get back above 400. Yeah, I mean, get back above this level, things will look really good. We'll actually draw a horizontal in there. Get back, I mean, things are looking good already. Things are looking better already, actually, because we were in a bearish formation. Yeah, that'll do. So yeah, obviously take out this level, and we'll draw a level in here too. And then we may as well, for the sake of completion, draw a level in there. So yeah, those are our targets. That's what we're looking at for Ethereum. Get back above this, just over 400. Potentially play out this range, and then yeah, go for new highs, and things will be looking very good. But yeah, obviously this is an important one for us, the Satoshi pairing. If you guys obviously want, well, not if you want, but just signify that there is definite risk on in the crypto market, and this obviously breaking to the upside, alts, or this alt in particular, which would hopefully telegraph the direction of alts in general against Bitcoin. But yeah, this going up should obviously signify more risk on, and good good things. Trend line still holding. Trend line still holding for BTC.D. So yeah, I mean, I would expect if we're having risk on, this will break this horizontal, come down and come test down again. But we'll have to watch. At the moment, it is looking not the most unconstructive chart from a bull perspective. But obviously, we've got this trend line. The trend line is there to be broken. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, just gold silver ratio close, looking good here as well. Obviously, this is a close, but yeah. That's significantly under that 80 handle now. So yeah, shout out to Tone Vase, wanted to basically sell silver for gold at the high. That is legitimate. He was the case. He was saying it in his video when this was going on. He was basically FOMOing into the highs on the gold silver ratio is in effect what he was doing. So FOMO gets the best of us. Tone is a smart guy. He's a good trader. But yeah, FOMO does get the best of you, especially when you start to incorporate basically I call them fundamental reasons, but in his mind, in your own mind, justification we'll call it, especially when you start to justify crazy moves and think, yeah, justified it in my mind, that's what's going to keep happening, that's what I need to do. And then you forget the fact it's a chart on a parabolic move, and they tend to not keep going. But yeah, anyway, so not to mention the very long historical basically trend of gold basically moving more than silver does. Sorry, silver moving more than gold does on any either up move or down move. So obviously, if we're going to have an up move in gold, you actually would expect eventually silver to start outperforming gold. I mean, that's a very obvious trend that's been going on basically forever. So yeah, just shout out to that idea. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the stochastics then, and then we'll wrap this video up because not really much to talk about. Yeah, 4 hour coming down, so we could get, I mean, like I said, it would not be unhealthy at all to get us to, well, one, close the gap. You know how we like the gaps. You don't have to close it, but you know how much we love to play with those gaps. But yeah, test back down to around the 11.1k would not look bad. Obviously 4 hour could be signifying that. 10 hour could get an ease off and do that. 12 hour getting pretty high as well. So obviously 12 hours the cheat code. When did this go bullish? Let's have a look at what level. The 4th of October. It was a 4th of October. Let's have a look. How much did it get us this time? 4th of October. Well, there you go. Didn't really trade much lower than that. It stayed there or thereabouts, and then bang, onwards and upwards. So yeah, 12 hour Stokes did it again. Daily, daily actually looking to turn over here. So yeah, I mean, like I said, perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. The retests are what gets bought by the bigger traders, as we explained before. 2 day obviously looking good, 3 day looking good, 5 day turn back over, weekly looking like it's going to turn back over, bi-weekly looking like it could stay up there, and monthly looking good. So yeah, like I'm saying, it would look very normal for a back test to 11k region, especially seeing as we've got a gap there as well, and especially seeing as we've had a big move up. A sustained move up over a few day period. So yeah, some consolidation, some digestion, some playing out this range, some back testing, all perfectly normal price action, all perfectly normal. People that aren't long already, people that want to get long would look to accumulate on this move down and then obviously buy and then buy back up here. Obviously that doesn't have to be the case. We could end up with some shocks in the traditional markets that could throw a monkey wrench in proceedings. But yeah, I don't expect that to happen. I mean, I expect sideways and cooling off a little bit maybe in some of these traditional markets because they have been going on a bit of a move. But I mean, they don't have to ever do that at a particular level. They can keep going and then cool off. So yeah, things generally looking good though. Generally looking good, guys. So that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always DYOR, do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.